hope you guys are all doing fabulous. Ooh, look, I'm just getting started. My left hand itching. You know what they say about that? Don't scratch it, put it in your pocket. It is money on its way. Which I actually just did an abundance spell for the collective. I have that posted on my Instagram. It was just a photo, but I did just do an Instagram post about abundance, and I did a little ritual for that for all of my spirit family. So go check out the Instagram, by the way. That is in the video description. You can follow along with my other posts when I don't have time to do the full reading. And that is why I'm here today for you guys with a pick-a-pile for the Aquarius New Moon that we had actually yesterday, February 11th. Today is Friday, February the 12th when I'm filming. We have a Valentine's Day coming up this weekend. St. Valentine is definitely somebody that pops in and out in my studies here and there. Also, though, it is, again, the brand new Lunar New Year, according to the Chinese New Year. One of my students reminded me yesterday about it, and it is the year of the yin metal ox. So yin metal ox, female metal ox energy. So that is that's just a little update about where we're currently at. So what I want you guys to do is just pick a pile 1, 2, and 3. This is specifically looking into the energy that this Aquarius new moon has brought to you. It definitely brought me something last night. I got to have a vision of one of my spirit babies, and it was magnificent. He was very handsome. So that's where I just want to get started. I am kind of switching up the piles today too. Or rather, let me rephrase that. Spirit has told me that it is switching up the piles a little bit today. So pick a pile that resonates with you. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. And also I brought in these beautiful clear crystals today. We're getting lots of clarity, lots of air energy, of course, with Aquarius sign. This is my most prized clear quartz tower, and I got it because I was actually going to put it down when I was about to buy it, but there is a little imperfection in here that looks like a woman with a hooded cloak on, which is how I often dream of myself in like my spiritual dreams. That's just how I show up. So I was like, that's mine. And then on the other side, when I got it home, it actually, that same hooded figure turns into a man. So this is beautiful crystal, lots of beautiful energy in here. And I've been chatting for quite a while now. So pick your piles, and I'll see you guys here in just a moment. Thank you. All right, pile 1, how are you doing? So if you chose this pile, it was just based off of the number. I didn't bring any crystals in or anything today. I am using my Gustav Klimt deck. I haven't had it here on the channel in a while, and I'm using Pixie's Lenormand to kind of give us the gist of the reading. So before we just dive into the tarot cards, let's take a peek at the Lenormand card. This is going to tell you exactly what this reading is focused on. What is the new moon energy in Aquarius bringing in for you guys? Hang on, hold up real quick before I flip this card. For the first time, like ever, I just noticed the pattern of roses back here on this card. I've always noticed this rose. I swear I've never noticed all these back here. So that was really interesting. Something about patterns right there. Let's see what you got. Oh, hey. Yes. This is the bouquet, and this is about gifts. Receiving gifts and both giving them. Definitely about like surprise gifts in that way. This is a Queen of Spades, which translates to a Queen of Swords. So this is that air energy coming through. This is definitely Aquarius energy. It just said rebellious, very interesting. It used the word rebellious right here. It's kind of giving me the sense like someone wants to give you a gift, and maybe it's not, it doesn't feel expected, but it also feels like maybe unexpected by other people too, as in like it seems like a really uncommon gesture for someone to give you this gift. Very much a surprise gift, because that's the thing with that Queen of Swords energy coming through on this card too. That's kind of like being off on your own, being a little separated, not having to have anyone there to give you gifts. This is interesting. Interesting energy here, pile 1. just right off the bat, you're going to receive a gift. I would say it's an actual physical gift. I mean, we're coming up to Valentine's Day. This is literally like roses, like a bouquet of roses. So there is that. But this is also coming through as if like out of the blue, literally, like out of the blue. Like this is not expected whatsoever. You're off doing your own thing type deal. And this energy just like appears literally on a cloud. And it's like, ta-da, like the universe is going to give you a gift. Give you a gift. So that is what's coming through with this Aquarius New Moon energy. Let's check out what this is about then. Got that Judgment card coming out with that number 20. Higher calling. And I was thinking of this the other day when I was driving around. It just occurred to me, I want to be clear that the term higher calling can mean something literally like your higher spiritual calling. It can also mean something as simple as the higher path that you currently need to take at that time, right? Like in that moment, there is a higher timeline for you to step onto. And that's kind of along the phrase of like taking the high road type deal. So there's kind of that in here. It might not come out and be like some huge spiritual awakening gift type deal, but something, a little token of the universe is going to come through and give you a gift. And that's going to help indicate to you what your higher calling is. And so that's part of what this gift is. It can be a really life-changing energy. This is a major arcana. Ooh, it almost said higher arcana. And that's what all these people are doing. They're moving up to that higher calling. So this is like something major, but it doesn't necessarily feel like it has to be so spiritually involved. It could literally be something that's just like like you just get that sign. You get a gift from the universe and it's like, there's your sign, right? There's your path. There's where you need to go. So that's what it's kind of bringing in. That's always nice. Communication coming out under that bouquet. Like I said, kind of coming out of nowhere. Now, Eight of Wands doesn't always have to be communication. It certainly implies that. However, though, pile one. Let me just say that I pulled an Eight of Wands last night and I had a vision come through last night. And that was the vision I was talking about there at the beginning of this reading, which was my spirit baby. So that being said, it can definitely be more of an internal sign, an internal gift, something communicating with you within that helps bring this in. Also, the higher path, the higher calling could literally be a communication that comes in, and that is the gift itself. This card also kind of talks about just in general, energy and dynamic energy, movement. It's not necessarily about like moving. It's just like, think of wand energy is fire. So think of how fire is constantly like at least flickering a little bit. That's what I mean. It's dynamic energy that moves and flows. So it can be communication firing off. It can be inner energy revealing gifts to you that the universe has given to you, and that helps lead you to your higher path. It could just be you internally communicating with yourself, or it could be your spirit guides or something else coming in to communicate with you. There's some beautiful energy coming through this new moon. What's this last one? Ten of Wands. Okay, sorry, there was like a couple of things that came through. So the first thing that came through was talking about this like post I passed on Facebook where someone messed up their math, and it was like how the post was saying that if someone was born in 2008, that and was it that in 2010 they were going to be like 18 or something, and someone did their math really wrong, so it was like 10 plus the 8 equals 18, and that's what it just kind of did here. And that's where it's saying like, no, that math is like wrong. There's something there kind of about that, like the math is wrong. And that's where it was saying like, where's the 9? Because we went from an 8 of Wands to a 10 of Wands, so it was saying where's the 9? Something about math being wrong. Where's the 9? Okay, it seems to be that along with receiving a gift from the universe, it's like you also figure out what is missing. And what is missing here between this 8 and this 10 is the 9. And the 9 would bridge between these two. The 9 is the, at least in the wand suit, is the energy of kind of standing back and reflecting. It's like that almost completion of a cycle. You've done a lot of the heaviest part of the work, but you got like a pause before you wrap up a cycle. And that's where it's usually a pretty heavy cycle. Look at this figure. Lots of responsibility, kind of crushing weight. It doesn't have to be like that necessarily. This is a Gustav Klimt deck, so like all of the figures look a little, although my right ankle and my right foot are like kicking right now as I'm talking about this. That's what I mean. Like there's some things to complete. We need to complete a cycle. What are we completing? Well, obviously some wands energy, obviously this kind of path to a higher calling. In the process of receiving this gift, you're also going to see what's missing. What's missing, you're not reflecting on something. You're not pausing and taking time. You're going straight from energy flying off to like just being bombarded by it. The 9 energy that is missing right here is that energy of pause, reflection, kind of standing where you are, defending what you already have conquered and have. It's kind of that energy between being not defensive, but like standing your ground and just kind of chilling and waiting and checking over things versus moving forward and completing that cycle. So what is missing here? Rest, pause, reflection. It just said you, like possibly you. And the reason it said that too is because the number 9 is greatly associated with myself. So when I think of the number 9, I instantly think of myself. And that's kind of how this message is being interpreted here. It's like there's communication and stuff coming in inwardly to show you that higher calling, to show you your gifts, to show you what you've got. What's missing? The 9. That means you're missing from the picture. You need, ooh, woo, thank you, Spirit. Okay, part of the message that's coming through right here is talking about like visualizing goals, visualizing the gifts and things in the life that you want, visualizing that higher path. Part of what is missing from your visualizations and your goals so far is yourself. You might be thinking about, look at all these people, look at all these other people. You are so busy thinking about like all these other people, and they are involved in these dreams and these goals. It's not that you shouldn't think about them, but what Spirit is really straight up directing you to is like, what about yourself? Look at this figure over here all by themselves. Lonely, sad, heavy, got a lot of stuff on them, got a lot of weight on them. And look at all the separation between them because of all of these wands right here, right? All these people are over here like doing their thing. And then there's all this separation right here. What is missing in between here to bridge it? Yourself. You have to come out of this card and either come be with these people or you've got to like move forward, right? And that's where it's just saying you're not considering yourself. You're not considering yourself. I want another card for you guys, pile 1. You're not considering yourself in this whole thing. And that's part of the gift the universe is bringing to you is like a glimpse of yourself. Where are you at in this whole visualization? I want you to notice that I didn't even know this card was flipped over and we're about to take it. That 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff that you're balancing and juggling. You're nurturing a lot. That's what I'm saying, pile 1. Look at this. You are so busy nurturing and taking care. Now, these are some spirit babies too. And I'm telling you, like, spirit baby energy been around right now. Like, it is up and about. And that's the whole thing. It's like, in the real world, this is Pentacles energy. In the real world, in reality, you are managing and juggling and nurturing some things. And that's part of what's going on too. You are nurturing some beautiful things that do need nurturing, and they do require your attention. However, in that process, you are not just nurturing people who are this more childlike energy that like depend on you and need you. Look at all these people over here. There's another baby over here. There's a lot of heavy, not heavy, there's a lot of busy energy, and yet it doesn't necessarily feel like you're totally busy. What it feels like is like your energy is being devoted to thinking and considering and taking care of and worrying about like all these other people. Some of it is necessary. Some of it is part of your path. Some of it you are supposed to balance and nurture and figure out how to manage these things. That's what that Two of Pentacles is about. But the other part of it is you got to get real with yourself. This is hard and heavy. You need some self-care. Self-care does not just mean taking a bubble bath or treating yourself to a spa or doing things that you know, everyone else calls self-care. What do you like honestly need for some self-care, right? Maybe you need, I was gonna say maybe you need some space, but maybe you don't need space. Maybe it's more about letting go of some of these people for a while, just for a minute, so that you can focus on yourself. Like, what do you need to take care of yourself? Part of this card too is coming through is talking about nurturing your inner child. What does that mean? Inner child is like literally you when you were a kid, the one before the world got a hold of you and kind of tainted your perceptions and your ideas. What does your inner child need? It needs to express itself. It needs to be nurtured. So what do you want inside? Don't think about it as just simple ego stuff. Oh, I want cake and stuff today. Like, treat yourself here and there. Don't remember the phrase like spare the rod, spoil the child type deal. Like, don't overindulge, but you need to nurture yourself for sure, pile one, because you got a lot of stuff coming in. And the thing is, the universe is showing this stuff to you. It's bringing you this as a gift so that you can kind of wake up and realize who are the people that absolutely, like, you must help take care of these people and nurture them. And then coming more importantly to yourself. What's missing? Yourself. What's the gift? You are. Duh. You are. But you don't realize that until it comes through in this communication. And even through this reading, I don't think this reading is the thing. I think that there's going to be something that like comes to you and it's like, oh, now I understand what that tarot reading was saying, right? Like, I don't think this reading is the thing. I think that Spirit's bringing this to you. And in that, you're going to realize like the factor of your visualizations and goals for your new moon intentions and stuff like that, whatever you got going on, is you're not considering yourself. You're thinking about all these other people and they got their own intentions and goals and visualizations they got to work on, honey. That ain't your job. You take care of what you need to take care of, juggle what you need to juggle, and then focus on yourself and find yourself, because it kind of feels like you're missing from this reading. And yet you're not, right? And yet you're not. You're just not thinking about yourself. You're taking care and thinking of a lot of other people. That's what I got for you, Pile One. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave some comments in for me and I will answer you. And like, share, and subscribe as you see fit. I'm moving on to Pile Two. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you. Hello, Pile Two. Hope you guys are doing wonderful. Let's get started. So I have this Lenormand card here to tell us what this is about. And your pile wanted 4 cards. So let's lay these out. And let's get started. So this is about specifically the new moon energy. What is this new moon and Aquarius energy bringing to you? Definitely feels like career stuff. And if it's not career, it would be something that is extremely stable and long-term. But this usually very much has to do with boss energy, like literally your boss calling you, or you are your own boss, or just kind of stepping up in that way, managing a lot of resources and skills and time and energy. In my tarot deck, this comes out as the Queen of Pentacles. And then in here, this is the 10 of Wands. So definitely a lot of responsibility. Don't just think mama bear energy. Think like boss bear, mama bear, daddy bear energy in general. Someone who is both protective and stable and, you know, just kind of like stalks the cave and keeps everything going, right? So that's part of the whole deal of what that's coming through as. Ooh, I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to wait on that message and just see. Page of Swords. Knave of Swords is what it wants to say. Ooh. It just gave me a scene from, man, that movie came out a long time ago. It's the movie called Ever After. Ever After. And it's like a twist on the Cinderella story. It had Drew Barrymore in it. And there's a scene where towards the end of the movie, she gets sold off as like a servant to this guy who actually like got sold all of her former possessions and stuff. Anyway, if you watch the movie, she gets sold off to this guy. He's kind of sleazy and weird and gross. And the thing is that her father taught her how to sword fight before he died. He taught her when she was a kid. And at one point, the guy like goes to touch her or say something to her, and she takes his rapier, and basically like pins him. And it's like the fencing sword, right? It's the kind where you literally have to stab somebody. It's really thin, but still, she tells him that she will, if he doesn't let her go, that she will slit him from navel to nose. And that's why it was saying, it wanted me to say the word knave, because it was going in about navel. And just talking about that sword, like there's communication involved with swords energy. It is the mind, it is the voice, it is speaking, it is air energy. So when you, it's kind of bringing up that threat type deal about like slitting someone navel to nose. It's like cutting someone completely open so that everything spills out, right? There's something here about that communication energy that's kind of like, if you mess with me, like I will, almost like I will cut you open, and then we really gonna get to talking, right? because all that stuff gonna spill out. Very interesting energy for this Knave of Swords. That's not really an energy that comes out very often. And at the same time, there's very much that student-like energy there, because like I said, she was taught how to wield her sword and do all of that. So definitely a more youthful energy, but very, very bold. Not afraid at all. Will totally like, turn around and point that sword at you type deal. It's not yet connecting yet, so that's just what came out here. Ooh, and then we got a Knight of Wands. It just gave me like a radio chatter, like people, so this Knight of Wands energy is really fast energy, very flighty in the sense that it's in and out. And that's not always a bad thing, right? Like that type of energy is the errand runner, basically. It goes and it's like off doing its thing. So there's kind of that energy too. Very fast, swift energy here. Lots of stuff about communication, but also about like just flying in to do the deed, do the errand, and like then get out of there. And that's what it was kind of sounding, almost like an airdrop in a way, like people from a plane contacting people on the ground, that kind of thing. That was what just came through here. So there's also kind of this energy of things being dropped off. This is a youthful energy. This is more of like a slightly more mature energy off of that. Very brazen. What's up over here? Seven of Wands. It finally came through. This energy pile too is strongly talking about Mercury retrograde and communications and miscommunications. With this, it just brought me up a little meme I passed today. And this dad walks in and he goes, "Honey, I got the baby Minotaur like you asked for. Minotaur like you asked for." And she goes, "You mean the baby monitor?" He like goes back out to go get the baby monitor, but he'd stuffed a baby Minotaur in a bag to bring home. So there's something here about miscommunications. And that's what kind of like, that's what I was saying about this energy right here. It's very, it's kind of feisty. Not like angry, it's just very like, right? Like that's the whole thing, like I will slit you navel to nose. Kind of like an airdrop information coming in, getting in and out of there. And then with this Seven of Wands, it's totally about, this is the Minotaur, so this is about some inner work. Sometimes getting rid of some darker pieces of ourselves that are holding us back type deal. Getting unstuck out of the maze. Slaying whatever you need to slay to get it out of the way. That Seven of Wands is also about defending your position and defending yourself. Having the high ground, and especially if other people are kind of attacking you. There's a bit of that energy coming through here. And that's where the bear energy comes back to say, in my other deck, it comes out as being mentioned as invulnerable. As if like the bear's so big and hulking of a creature, right? That it takes a lot for you to hurt a bear and get it down. And that's kind of what it's saying, is like that invulnerable energy is coming through. There might be a lot of attacking energy in a sense. And a lot of inner work that you're also doing, but then that's the thing, is like people are also possibly attacking you at the same time that you're recognizing things, and it just gets really like flustered. And that's where this is also just reminding you, like, you're really strong, you got this. You're invulnerable to these attacks, so you also need to embody this energy, like, right, drop the information off and pew, like get out of there. Like, don't stick around for anything that you don't need to focus your time and energy on, because with that bear, that Ten of Wands coming through, this is major. Like I said, this is long-term energy, as in a boss, a job, a career, something very stable and long-term. You are very stable and long-term, and that's part of the other reminder coming through here, is like this stuff's very swift, fast, and temporary. It feels very much related to Mercury Retrograde, so that's part of this. It's like you got to hold it down during Mercury Retrograde. So what's this last card? This is funny, pile 2, because in pile 1, I was saying, where's the 9? We were looking for the 9 of Wands. Hey, it's in your pile 2. And that's where, in pile 1, the message was like, where are you? Where are you in the reading? And this was the card we were looking for. This was supposed to be you. So this one's definitely coming in as you. This is a 10 of Wands in the Lenormand deck. This is the 9 of Wands in my Gustav Klimt deck. So very, very close. Lots of wand energy coming through right now for this Aquarius New Moon. And this is where the 9 of Wands is all about reflective energy, protecting your own interests, meaning that you've already been on a very long journey. You've been here, done that. You've learned a lot of lessons along the way, but you also know how to stand your ground and kind of keep pushing forward and persevering. And that's what's coming out here at the end. So that's what I mean. Like, okay, I see this a lot better now. With this Knave of Swords, this feels like the energy that's coming in for you. Very much like someone else is coming up, like, I will slit you navel to nose. Trying to kind of be an overlord on you. And at the same time, this very immature energy of a knave. Very sharp energy. And that's where I think Spirit's encouraging you to take on more of this Knight of Wands energy. It's like, drop the information off, get out of there, do what you need to do, and then get out of there, right? You're running an errand. This is not the only thing you need to focus on. You got other things to focus on, because you're busy working on both yourself inwardly and outwardly. You can't manage all of this energy while you're also trying to do some of this. And that's where it's also time to take a step back and just realize, like, kind of like you've been through this rodeo before is what it feels like. You done been through this before. You know what Mercury Retrograde and stuff is about. So it's kind of like, no, I'm just going to chill over here and do what I need to do and take care of myself. I'm not going to just engage someone that's coming in like this. Got my hands full a little bit, right? That's kind of what this whole thing is, and I'm just gonna chill over here. It's not a full completion of a cycle, and actually that's where a 10 of Wands, this 10 of Clubs, that's what it translates into. that's where it's like, no, I'm just going to keep pushing because I'm going to complete this path, right? Like, you were very focused on that career path, and if not that career, then just something in general that's very long-term and stable. And you're very focused on all of that. So that's what I got for you, pile 2. Well, hang on, I want to see what's on the bottom of the deck for you guys. Knave of Pentacles. Knave of Pentacles, yeah. Just kind of working on something solid and real, not so worried about all this flighty energy. I'm just shuffling this for the next pile. That's what I got for you, though, pile 2. For sure. Stay focused. You're a bear. You got this. It just said boss bitch. So, you got this. And that's what I got for you. Let me know how that resonates in the comments. And like, share, subscribe as you see fit. I will be back as soon as possible. And I'll catch you guys later. Thank you. Hello, pile 3. You're my last pile for right now. So, number 3 must be the number you're resonating with at the moment. Let's get into your pile. Now, I do want to say, pile 3, that you actually had 3 Lenormand cards that tried to come out for you, and I was going to keep them all, and then this one slid off the top of them all. So I think this is like the one. But there might be quite a little bit coming in for you guys. So this reading is for the new moon energy in Aquarius. What is this new moon energy bringing to you right now, pile 3? The sun. Number 31 in the Lenormand deck. Number 4. The number 4 comes through a lot for me. Very much related to usually very happy and positive things. Ace of Pentacles, definitely brand new, fresh, solid beginning. That Ace of Diamonds translates to an Ace of Pentacles. This is a really happy pile, good pile. Also notice these roses coming in. We had some roses off of pile 1 too. And the sun is just like, can definitely be about okay. Sorry, it wants to explain quite a few things. So the sun card can literally be about like daylight, the sun. The longest days of the year are over, so spring is about to be here. Literally the sun is coming out more, and that might make you happy. The sun, therefore, is about that bright, shining warmth, glowing light, which therefore radiates happiness to us, represents all kinds of measures of happiness. However, I do often associate the sun with, therefore, masculine energy as a sun type deal, a child. And then also, I mean, there's been all kinds of solar deities and spirituality associated with the sun too. Usually a very warm, masculine energy type deal. What's up, pile 3? What else is going on? So you got the sun card. Definitely happy stuff. Definitely good, positive, happy stuff. Oh. Hello. Hi. Double confirmation. The sun and the sun. Look at that. Look at all that beautiful golden light. Look at that happiness. And I love this card too. This embrace, it says it all, right? This is what the sun card is all about. This is the same thing for the Lenormand deck. You got double confirmation here. Double confirmation here. And pile 3, this one really feels like it could be a spirit baby. But I'm just saying, definitely super happy energy. It's also drawing my attention to the 2 faces here in this sun in the card. That's what I mean, like ancestors, spirit guides, higher self, looking down on real world happiness, a real world embrace, it feels like. Beautiful. What else? Ooh, interesting. It said she knows. It says she knows. She knows what? It just gave me a beautiful song. It gave me the Billie Eilish song, Ocean Eyes. And the reason why it gave me that was because it was showing me to all these blue circles back here. And I passed something the other day on social media that was talking about somebody's blueberry eyes, like staring into somebody's blueberry eyes. And so then the song just came up, Ocean Eyes. Definitely has to do with like the color blue. This color blue is coming through. But that's not what the whole thing, the message that came through, it said she knows. Intuitively, and let's talk about that too. So feminine energy is your intuition, your inner knowing. So you know, whoever's watching this pile, you know what this is about. You know. And if that isn't you, then it's telling you she knows. So whoever this card represents to you, it's definitely a person. It could be yourself. It could just be your inner self, but it's for sure a person. And it says she knows. I'm not gonna lie, pile 3. This feels straight up like a spirit baby, and not even just a spirit baby. This feels like a full-on. Feels like a twin flame thing. Twin flame, spirit babies, whatever. There's a lot of happiness here. I mean, this new moon energy, Valentine's weekend, like, take it how it resonates, pile 3. I'm just gonna leave it at that, because there's a lot of beautiful messages coming through right here. Some things are like personally for me, some things I can tell are being translated for you guys. There's just like, you can't deny these cards. What's this third one? This one popped at me when I first came in here to start this reading, so okay. It just said it's real. It just said it's real. Look, this is a King of Pentacles. This is earth energy. This is as real as it gets, baby. And look at it resembling a sun, right? Pew, pew, pew. Pile 3. It said, this is real. She knows. He is sitting here solid as a rock, waiting. And that's the other part of this, like, very abundant, very stable, very grounded, very patient. Very much, it said, a good investment. But this person also makes good investments. So if this is you versus this card, then, or, you know, that's what I mean. Take it how it resonates. This figure right here, this King of Pentacles, very solid, very grounded, just staying on the up and up, keeping a happy physical, material life, doing well. Also standing alone, sitting alone. This figure sitting and standing alone. These two together could very easily be these two figures. There's some space here, though. I was gonna say, notice how they're both of their elbows are kind of like pointing into each other. The phrase just came up where people say like attached at the hip. This one's talking about like being attached at the elbow. Wow, and it totally just gave me the hokey pokey. Put your right arm in, you put your right arm out, you put your right arm. I'm telling you, there's spirit baby energy in here. I don't know why else the hokey pokey would come up, except that's what it was saying, like patient, taking their time type deal. Like there's some pokey energy in here. There's space in here. But I feel like, honestly, I feel like both of these figures know about this energy. This is ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. It's just funny. It's funny because it feels like whatever these cards represent, both of these things like know. So what are they doing? Okay, like cool, we know, right? Like there it is. And I'm not taking any reverses in this deck. So this is where I just wanted to say that this card right here, buddy. This Six of Cups. There's there's the spirit, baby. There is the sun. Here comes the sun. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Yep, that just came through too. This card comes out of this deck for me all the time. Like almost every single freaking day I pull this deck, this card comes out. It doesn't have to be about spirit babies. This could just be about reflection, reunions, past life connections, sweet memories, nostalgia, things like that. But I'm telling you, off of the vibe of this reading, off of the energy I myself have been experiencing in this new moon, this pile is here to tell you, there it is. Look at it. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, boom, truth, victory, new idea, start, beginning, yep. Clarity, yeah, victory, like, pile 3. You guys got it going on. All right, I'm keeping this one short and sweet though, so that's what I got for you guys. Let me know how it resonates in the comments. I hope to see you again very soon. Like, share, and subscribe as you see fit, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you.